U.S. officials are hoping to return to Vienna to resume negotiations over the Iran nuclear deal. The U.S. and its European allies are looking to restore Iran's compliance with the 2015 agreement. But the current state of negotiations are looking bleak after talks last week yielded little progress. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says Iran does not appear to be serious about reviving the deal. The Biden administration has been pushing for an agreement after former President Trump pulled the U.S. out of the deal in 2018. For more, I want to bring in Jim Walsh. Jim is a research associate at MIT's Security Studies program. Jim, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So first, remind us of what was meant to happen under the 2015 nuclear deal and how things unraveled since then.
Well, when the deal started, it was basically a simple trade. Iran agreed to the most intrusive international inspection system ever devised, ever imposed on a country, and various limits and restrictions on its civilian nuclear program. And in return, it was promised sanctions relief. And the deal came about in 2015 after 2 years of negotiation and was working well. The U.S., all the U.S. government agencies, the State Department, the intel community, the International Atomic Energy Agency, other intel communities in other countries all agreed that the deal was working. Iran was abiding by it. But Mr. Trump came into office, said it was the worst deal ever negotiated, pulled out, and then instituted to replace it a maximum pressure policy to punish anyone who was still in the treaty, in the agreement. People stayed in it, but it has been tough to get back since. There are bad feelings on the part of the Iranians. The U.S. was slow to start negotiations, so the Rouhani government, which had originally negotiated this, they left office. And then Biden, because he waited, had a new government to deal with, and it has been difficult as both sides have tried to build leverage for what looks like now will be a difficult negotiation.
Yeah, the Biden administration believed a final deal was within reach during negotiations last spring. Why is reviving the agreement now becoming more unlikely?
Well, it's such a great question. Part of it has to do with history. These are two countries that don't like each other very much and always find a way to make it more difficult. The U.S. is very good at imposing sanctions and trying to squeeze the Iranians, and the Iranians are very good at pushing back by expanding their civilian nuclear program. So each side is able to hit the other one, but neither side is able to accomplish its goal. That is to restrict the nuclear program or to reduce sanctions. So they're forced into diplomacy, but then what happens is you get this dynamic, which we have right now, is that once everyone realizes we're getting back to the table and you have different parties, this is a new hardline government in Iran, everyone's looking to build leverage, stuff that they can, the cost they can impose on the other side that they can trade away in a negotiation. Standard behavior, a lot of brinksmanship, we should expect that. But the danger is they fall in love with their hardline positions, and then the chance for a deal slips away, and everyone is worse off.
So Secretary of State Antony Blinken has said if diplomacy with Iran fails, the U.S. will, quote, pursue other options. So what other options does the U.S. have?
You know, honestly, there aren't any other options here that are better than this. Well, how do I know that? You know, for 20 years, I've been watching this. This is a movie I've seen many times. And again, we started out, 20 years ago, and the sanctions were small and they were limited. And Iran's nuclear program was small and it was limited. And then each side piled on the other, and to push back, each side then raised the cost for the other, so that now we're at a point where, and we had it under control. We had it under control under the agreement. That's what's frustrating here. But then it has all slipped away, unfortunately. And getting back, it's way easier to break things than to fix them. And I apologize, that's my cat who's looking to exit the room. This has been, I must say, a jinxed interview here. I had audio problems, and now my cat.
Okay. Well, certainly we all understand the work from home situation, so we appreciate you joining us. So just one last question for you, Jim. You know, when officials eventually head back to the negotiating table, given what, the picture that you just painted for us, what will in fact be the biggest things to actually watch for?
I think, despite Iran's recent statements today by its foreign minister, I'd be looking for something that gets us to an in-between spot, that buys us a little time, that builds a little momentum, so that the parties can get back on track. And so some interim, something that looks like the beginning of an interim agreement. Now, the Iranians say they don't want to do that. I get that. But if we're going to be practical, you got to walk before you run. And right now we're stuck in the mud. So I think look for something small that's an interim deal to sort of get this thing going again.
All right, Jim Walsh. Jim, we certainly appreciate it. Thanks to you. And I hope your cat is going to be much better now that you'll be done with us. Thank you so much, Jim. Take care.
Thank you, Elaine. Take care.